this is Beth Sinclair. I am a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator here in Michigan, and today I'm going to show you how to make this little butterfly pop-up card. It starts like this, and it can stand like that, and then when you open it, surprise, we've got butterflies. If you can see, hold on, like that. See the butterflies? Yep. And they kind of spring a little. And this is how it's going to present inside. And then they just write their stuff on the bottom. And it really, I did this so that it folds flat, and it's really not that thick. You would think some pop-ups can be really thick, so this one's pretty good, I think. The only thing I don't like about this particular card is the color scheme does not match the inside and the outside, so we're going to fix that because I'm going to make another card for you and show you how I did that. Okay? And here we go. I got everything cut out in here, and I got some gluing to do. Well, first of all, before I do that, let me show you the set. We got the stamp set. It's beautiful butterflies, and we got dies, and we've got an embossing folder. You can tell a little. Well, I don't know if you can tell in this lighting, but I was playing around actually. Yeah, I'll show you some of the butterflies I threw together earlier today. But no cards, just butterflies. If I've got ideas of some simpler cards that I can make with this set, but I will probably end up posting them on my Facebook page in the next couple days, unless I find I want to do a video on one of them. All right, so I'm doing Pretty in Pink, basic card size, 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, and it's going to be horizontal today because that butterfly fits better horizontally. Now this paper is Pretty in Pink and Peach Pie swirled together. This is from the new oh, what do you call it? Hello, I'm getting it. This is from the old catalog, or the one catalog that's ending. It's Unbounded Beauty. It was the bundle that featured all the in colors for the year, which happens to be the colors that are in my birthday set with my decorations, my Firma. So, all right, so this is going to be on white, and then I'm going to put it on here. And you know what? I wasn't thinking when I cut that, did I? Because that one is cut 4 to 5 1/4, but that's how I want my white cut. That's going to be 4 by 5 1/4. So let's do this real quick. 5 1/4, and 4, which means my paper is not going to be the same size because then you won't see it. This, instead of 4 here, is going to be 3 3/4. So I want a little border. This is valuable little paper scrap. And then I want it 5 here. So now this should fit here, no problem. With a little bit of, not that way, but a little bit of extra. So I'm going to glue that on. Then I'm going to put this on here. And then we're going to stop at the outside, I think. We're going to do the inside, and then we're going to finish the out. I don't know. That's so pretty. I like colors when they're kind of like that. That's why I wanted to use that with a mixture of colors. Okay, so here's the front of the card. Here's my stuff. Now, I did the outline butterfly in the same paper as that. So I'm just taking everything out, aren't I? Okay, there. Which isn't going to show up really good because it's the same color, but I have a method to that. Which I did. The outline is this butterfly right here. And then you've got this one with like a, what's it called, filigree, I think. It's all open. That one is what my white one is. I'm going to do white inside of a color. Then we've got this. This is cool because you can make a card out of that, which I did, and I haven't done anything with it yet as far as decorating, making it into a card. But see, I did this, and it goes like that. I think that's cool, but I gotta think of something to do with that. So anyways, so that's what I did. So I've got that color there. Then I've got the other butterfly in white. See, that way it kind of pops. And I'm going to put up the body on him too. So I'm going to glue this. Oops, that needs to stay in there. Now this has little thick areas to put the glue, so you can kind of do it without getting glue on the front. And it's kind of, you know, how the way I like to do it. It's like a little smear here and there. I'm using my mat just so I don't get glue on my surface. And I got a couple things I didn't punch out on this. Oh, did not want to see that. Okay, here. Watch. I'm going to hold it like that. And I'm going to maybe punch out a little bit of the holes that I forgot. Without getting glue on my fingers too much. There. That's better. Now, this is going to go on here, kind of even, like that. And then I have the little guy's body, which I did in the peach pie. Green just didn't seem right to me, because in my opinion, his body should be green, because, you know, he was a caterpillar. Caterpillars are green, but I decided to do it in orange because it plays up the orange in the paper. That was what I decided. Sometimes cards aren't realistic. What can I tell you? They don't have to be. And this goes right here. There. So I think I glued him on. I didn't do dimensionals because I didn't want to make the card too thick with the way I'm doing the inside. Now I'm going to let this dry. I'll let that dry. Yeah, we'll do that. And we're going to do the inside. Now I have two pieces that are what's holding those butterflies. I did these here. I didn't burnish them, but I scored them. But what I decided I'm going to do is take a third piece that I'm not using for the card, but I'm going to show you how I did that. Okay. Now, this is going to have to scoot over here because I don't want to pick it up by accident with my paper trimmer. Oh, has anybody ever done that? Well, I've done that for little stamps. I'm looking everywhere for it. I flip it over. Oh, there's my stamp. So I've done that enough times where when I can't find a stamp, that's the first place I look. All right, so you got this little piece of paper. This is 3 inches by 2 inches. All right. Half of 3 is 1.5. So you're going to first score it at 1.5. Come here. 1.5. Then I scored it at just a half on one end, and then half on the other end. And that's all I did. Ta-da! And I'll show you what that does. Grab these. So you take the folds and you just burnish them. That one's going to go that way. This one is going to go the opposite. And then this other one's going to go that way as well. So it looks like that. Okay? These two are going to glue to the card, and this part is going to be in the middle. So I'll do it again with this one. That's not what I wanted. I want it here. Okay, like that. Those are the little pieces it's going to hold. I don't know what you call them. Little, I don't know. Now, back to the card. I think we're going to do the outside now, and then we'll do the inside. That way I don't have to worry about it. I need a little more glue on this. There. My finger went in there. Alright, so let's glue this down. Now remember, I want to put a happy birthday on the underneath it on the bottom. So I want to make it sort of closer to the top, like that. Okay. My happy birthday I did. Now I did the happy birthday from the say Brilliance. Why am I saying Brilliance? Beautiful Butterflies stamp set. But I used the die from the Wishes, this one, the Delightful Wishes, because it was narrower. I just wanted a narrower one. And this, I think I'm going to, since that does stick up a little bit, I'm going to put some dimensionals on this one, some little ones. And I have a little white on the outer edge of both of them. So I'm thinking I can have, you know, room for a rhinestone. That's kind of what I was doing. It's not a good habit to you know, stamp from one end to the other. Because then you think, where do you put your rhinestones? I mean, I put one on the card, but I like putting one on the, you know, message too. That's just me. There. So there's the front of the card, minus any other bling. Now we're going to do the inside. Oh, you know what? I need a white piece for the bottom, don't I? Okay. Is this going to work? Actually, yeah, that works pretty good. Surprising. Alright. But I'm not going to put that on yet because I want to use that to cover this up. So, these are going to go wherever you want them. There's room for both of them like that. You can evenly space them if you prefer. But make sure you do not impede this little fold of the card because that'll just cause you problems. So you want to make sure that it's kind of straddling it, okay, on both sides. Then I took these little pieces of, oh boy, where did it go? It's clear. Ah, here they are. This is acetone. Acetone, it's a 1/2 inch long by, what did I do? 2 inches long, 1/2 inch wide by 2 inches. Kind of similar to those measurements. And then a 1/2 inch folded up. And when you fold acetate, it works pretty good, but you gotta really, really burnish it hard because it's plastic. And a 1/2 inch, it's not a lot of fabric to do that with. So, but no, I think it worked pretty good. And you don't see them in the card too easily, you know. So, how this goes. This is going to go, it's going to butt up to the fold. And I'm going to glue it like that. Actually, I'm not going to glue it. I'm going to put a glue dot because it holds better. And then the little butterfly is going to sit on that. That one has tape on it. I'll fix it. But anyways, that's how that goes. I didn't finish my butterflies either because they got little bodies as well. Maybe I'll do that real quick. These also were done out of that paper. So here's one. And the other. Okay, there's the butterflies. Now I'm going to put these on first. So grab the glue dots. Yeah, I haven't ripped these in a while. Okay. There, she gave me a couple. Alright, so this is going that way. So I'm going to grab a glue dot this way. I don't even know if you can see this in this lighting. I'm going to actually grab two. That way I know for sure it's holding. And then I'm going to center it, eyeball it, center it, and put it right on here. Make it straight and butt it up against that. Okay? And we'll do the other one. That's all she wrote on that little piece of paper. Okay. Oh, right. Snake would have bit me. Ah! Let go of that. We weren't ready. Oh, no. Actually, that is the one I did. See, they do come off kind of easy, don't they? Tears the paper a little, but you're covering it up. You're not going to see that. Okay. There. I gotta hurry put these on before I lose them. Okay. And then here's this one. And that goes right there. Like that. And then I go like that on the card. On this, I'm going to glue. We're, just a little 1/2 inch on the edges. And I'm just going to kind of eyeball it. Okay, and you want to make them the same. It would look better if you make them the same distance from each other and so forth. Which is kind of easy because you can just line them up looking this way. Okay. And see, it's going this way and going that way. Now that I got that there, before we put the butterflies on, this is where my paper's going. Make sure making sure the card, hold on, folds. There. Oh, I did it backwards, didn't I? That's okay though. That's perfectly fine. I should have put that down here, but I kind of wanted to do a little white on top and on the bottom, so that's fine. All right, this one's gonna be 3 3/4. Oops, hold on, no, 5. I'm gonna go 5 by 3 3/4. Nope. What? Well, let's make it a little smaller. Instead of 3 3/4, we're going to make it 3 1/2 this way. I want them to look similar, in size. That's a little better, because I didn't measure that one. This looks good. All right, so I'll put this here. I might even like the white up there too, because we're going to decorate that. Okay, there, that looks good. All right, now for these guys. Back to the glue dots that I keep losing. Alright, so I'm going to take the back of him, put a little dot on him, and we're going to put it on that flap that goes up. And then him, same thing. Ah! Okay. That I didn't like. Let's grab it. I'm going to grab another one. And this goes right there. There. See the inside of the card. And it'll close. And if you put it in an envelope, it'll stay closed too after a while, because it's going to be like that because I just made it. Fun folds are like that, but once you put them in an envelope and let it sit that way for a while, it'll stay closed better. Let's get a little bling. Embellishments folder. This is a neat way of organizing them, I think. See, I did that on my computer. Embellishments, you can barely tell. It's the outline of the letters. It's not filled in. Oh, and then I got these, and then I got these, and here's party dots. That could be one. Or yeah, I can do Dapple Dots has both of those colors. And that has both of those colors of shimmer. I think I'll do party dots today. You can tell I really like those colors. Oh, you know what? I'm forgetting one little thing I wanted to do. The top of this. Look at me. Alright, we're going to do the bottom, and then we're going to go and do the top. Not the bottom, but you know, the embellishing here. Since I pulled them out. Okay, I'll put one right here. Actually, and I'll probably do one on the other side because I left room. Then I'll grab a peach one and put it right in the middle of all that pink. Right there. Alright, so now we've got that done. Let's do the inside. Now the inside, I have this, and I grabbed balloons. This one, I had the cupcake. But I decided to do balloons, because the balloons I can make in those 3 colors. So I grabbed my Stampin' Blends, and I'm going to color them real quick before I put them on there. And they're little, so I figured I'd take some time coloring them. So I got the dark and the light. Dark is going to be these little lines right here. And I'm going to do this part. There. And that's it for dark. Okay. Uh-oh. That's bubble bath, isn't it? Oh, yep, it is. I didn't grab Pretty in Pink. I like both of those pinks. They're different. I don't know enough about color, but there's more of something else in the other one. All right. There. Now, this is Pool Party. It's the 3rd color that's inside the pom-pom thing I'm putting up above. And these little pieces come from the Birthday Firma pack. It's got all kinds of little doodads you can use for cards and scrapbook pages and whatever you want to do. And give you a little tidbit, it is inside the new catalog. So this one's Peach Pie. I'm going to be sad when these colors go. I'm glad we got another year on them, because I really like the peach and the peach pie and the Pretty in Pink. I do. Okay, now pink on the last one. That's what they do. They have 5 colors. We get 5 new in colors, and they stay for 2 years. And then they retire them. The ones retiring this year are going to be the Soho Blue, which that bums me out. I like that one. But there's also Moody Mauve, and then all those dark colors. The Wild Wheat, the Copper Clay, and the one that I use for rocks. Oh boy, what is it? Oh. Okay, I'm losing a blank. Oh, maybe I don't have a marker in it. Yeah, can't think of that one. But they're good for guy cards, all those dark colors, I thought. Hey, you did not behave properly. You're not supposed to get squished when I close the card. The other one didn't. Why did you do that? See, you need to go down. See? Okay, I probably just did it wrong. Alright, so this I'm going to glue up here, and the balloons are going to go, well, they were going to go right there. Does it work? Oh, it works. I can put it right between them. Yep, that works. They're a little long, but, so I just glue this baby in. Kind of nice when you have, the opportunity to come up with ideas that goes with one set of stuff and kind of goes with the other, kind of matches. Or not necessarily it matches, but it also works together. Okay, so I'm going to go there. And this is going to get glued too. Okay. Goes down there. Right in between. That way it gives you a nice presentation. See? Let me go in here. You can see better that way. Alright? That's my card idea. Let me know what you think. I think it's kind of neat. and closes like that. Actually, this one I like better than, I like blues. Blue's my favorite color, I will tell you that. I'm going to show you a couple more things. With the embossing folder, I did the embossing folder and then I used my brushes and I colored this one in yellows, and I cut it out with the background butterfly there. I thought that was neat. If I think of something I can do with that, that's really cool. I love the little ones. And then I don't have a middle on him, but I was putzing around. I got one in that color and I got one in this color, and I'm not sure what I'm doing with them yet. But I just was checking out the stamp set and seeing how it works. And then you saw my card already, and then I was also coloring. I don't know if I'd like that together. Nah, they need to be separate in it, separate things. But anyways, all right. So if I come up with any more ideas, you're gonna see it on my Facebook page. Here are today's cards. If I go, I guess I'll go like that because you can kind of see them that way. Well, anyway, my today's cards. If you're interested in purchasing anything, this is where you can get it, at my website. And from now until the end of April, I've got a promotion going where I have an extra of one of my stamp sets that's current. I'm not going to say what it is, but I have an extra stamp set. And if anybody purchases $50 in my online store, you will get a chance into the drawing to get it. And on the 30th, I'm gonna put names together, and we're gonna pick a name. So whoever that is, if you've ordered, I've got your address, or if you want to give me your address, and then I will mail it to you. The stamp set I got, the mystery stamp set. So also, with the new Stampin' Rewards program, if you spend $50 in my store, you're going to get $50 or $5 to spend somewhere else, or sometime, not somewhere else, at another date. You collect Stampin' Rewards. I can't explain it real quickly, but it's on. As long as you spend over $20, you get 10% put into a little kitty, and it says Stampin' Rewards. And when you open up your website, because you have to be sign up to the website and so forth, first thing it shows your name and how much Stampin' Rewards you have, and you could use them right after you buy. You can finish that sale and get another sale and use it then if you want something else, or you can just collect them for something big, whatever you would like to do. They're good for a whole year. So I think it's a really good idea. Anyways, here's my card. Happy spring and so forth, because that's what this is. To me, it's spring. All right. Thank you for watching my video, and have a pleasant weekend.